They need a 5, which means there's not a lot of options. They ban Abaddon. Actually, did you see Solo playing Omni Knight 5?
I don't think I did catch that game. No.
Yeah, so apparently Omni Knight is a 5 now, or people are trying to play with it. There's not a lot of 5s available, at least not the good ones. I wonder what he's going for here. Maybe Caudle? Better against Jugger.
Yeah, I mean, I suggest the Bane just because it gives you some BKB penetrating stun and a bit of lockdown. Pretty nice versus the Sven as well, just because he's one of these heroes which can get a lot of work done just with that gold strength, even from the 4 position. So you just nightmare him and forget about him. Easy peasy.
That's true. Yeah, I like the Bane. I think Disruptor is not that good against Jug. I really like Disruptor at the moment, but probably better to just pick the Bane. And you actually get that huge duration lasso late game, right? With Enfeeble. Oh, Nature's Prophet.
Okay, they go for the Prophet instead. Well, it gives them some trees, It doesn't matter how many BKBs you have. If you have a tree, it doesn't make a difference.
That's true. And since the Sven is not a core, in the laning stage, I guess the Juggernaut can handle the treants okay-ish, but the cooldown Blade Fury level 1, pretty bad, so you don't want to be spending that too much.
10 seconds remaining.
And now Wind and Rain. If this Sven is actually a 40 in an offlaner, I wouldn't mind a center here. Just think it's pretty good to engage and disengage on those Aachen heroes.
Yeah, and small part of that is if you ever got the Aghanim, so you can just tear right over those sprout trees. But of course, it's unlikely to happen.
Oh, that's true.
I personally love Centaur Ags though.
Yeah, I love it. It's like one of the. I think it used to be completely broken. Nowadays, it's like in a good spot. I really like it. The damage reduction. I think that now that we don't see like as many voids or just big wombo combos, you don't see it as often. But I just love building the item.
Yeah. It opens up so many more strategic moves as well, just being able to play around those cliffs. I feel like everybody's so inside their box in Dota when it comes to high grounds and cliffs and all that sort of thing and the trees, It's just inbuilt into every Dota player's brain where you can and can't go and how you can initiate. So I think, Centaur Ags is actually extremely underrated just from the kind of strategy point of view. But, I'm sure everybody's thought about that a lot more than me, especially these pro players and pro captains. And, probably would be able to adapt to it pretty quickly, thus making the item not as useful. But a Beastmaster gonna come out for Wind and Rain now.
Okay. That is a lot of push on both sides. Both sides can actually Roche quite well. The Nature's Prophet can probably go for a Medallion here. So overall, they're pretty even in terms of push, Roshan, and vision. You have the Batrider plus Treants on one side, and you have the Beastmaster Hawk. Actually, I would say they even have the advantage on Radiant because they have Nyx on top of it all. So
yeah, Nyx is basically vision in and of itself. Gives them a lot of map control with that hero. Very, very popular right now.
Time for the mid pick. I think you have to ban TA for Wind and Rain. I'm pretty sure it's like a great pick for them. They already have a lot of control, so the TA damage is going to be up there. If they don't go for it, maybe Invoker. I don't think like Invoker is good here, but I don't think they play the hero. We're gonna take the OD.
I think Wind and Rain really need to grab something which can clear creep waves very effectively as well, because right now, the Beastmaster does it okay, the Sven does it okay, the Shaman does it okay, the Juggernaut does it pretty well. What? All right.
Huh. Wait, is this a mid Batrider?
I'm scared, Bowie. I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I feel like it's more likely to be the mid Troll and the safe lane Bristle. This is something Alliance did once or twice.
Metro is pretty popular. I don't know. I'm not sure Wind and Rain knows what's going on, and they only have 2 seconds of reserve time. This is gonna be interesting. They cannot pick TA. There's no way they can go TA. So Storm. Storm versus
there is not a lot of lockdown other than the Nyx assassin, so you just control up the Broad in this game, and the Storm should have a relatively free time.
Yeah, I'm still a little scared for the Spike Carapace for the Batrider, but. Okay, so that's a DM Bristle. Yeah, he definitely likes the weird heroes, dude. Damn. You were correct.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the Bristle before, but I'm certainly excited to heading through to this middle lane. How does Storm play versus Bristle? Is this
Like, in lane's gonna be okay. Like, I think both heroes will farm. Now, my problem is how do you actually kill this Bristleback later on? Because Storm is all about using your mana wisely, using your mana efficiently, but you cannot kill Bristleback efficiently as a Storm. Like, you're gonna spend a lot of mana. And I'm surprised that they actually got the Storm against a hero like that. I guess, you know, still gonna have some kill potential on the Troll. There's a lot you can do against the Nature's Prophet. But overall, that Bristleback's going to be very hard to bring down, especially if he's going to have like far priority in the middle lane. So interesting to watch, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, let's see how it turns out for them then. Bristle versus Storm in the middle mid, and this is going to be Aachen City versus the team of Wind and Rain. Definitely didn't forget and waiting for the logo to appear in the top left there.
All right, so mid Bristle. Okay, we have a pause.
All right, well, I imagine Storm's probably going to get a wand. Yeah, funny that. He's got the stick. Strange.
Okay.
Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah, quick pause out. So this gives us a bit of time to actually make some predictions based on these drafts. Not an easy one, but how are you feeling about these two?
I'm going to ask you, do you think Bristleback has kill potential on the Storm before level 6?
I don't think he has kill potential, but I certainly think he's got the ability just to completely zone out the Storm and stop him getting anything from the lane.
Yeah, because I think if you just ignore your Bristleback and you like get 1 point in goo, you might like the minus armor plus the physical damage can be a lot actually, and you want to go boots early on the Storm. So I wonder. I think there might be kill potential here. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Bristleback solo kill Storm level 5.
All right, there you go. Just throwing it down. I love the confidence. Let's see if it happens. If it does, then I'll give you a nice hat.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's got to feel Wind and Rain. They must have felt like they had a really good draft last game, and Q played an awesome co-op, and everyone was kind of in their comfort zones, and then they still didn't manage to pull off the win. They just got ran at. I think they lost in a very frustrating way as well. You know, that dive under the tier 4s, you're like, what's going on? Oh, we've actually lost the game. We can't fight without our Necro. We actually just lose. Like, it's never a nice way to end a game of Dota. So you got to kind of clear your minds after that one, come over that mental game, and kind of come back strong in this second match.
Yeah, I prefer the way that they're playing now. In that game, it just felt like the Necrophos had to be their frontliner, and they had like silences and gap close and Spirit Vessel, so he was just like dying every fight. In this case, you know, it feels like they can play more aggressive as well, because it was only Aachen just diving them all the time. In this game, you have the Storm initiation, gonna have the Beastmaster initiation. It just feels like they don't have to keep farming the entire game. They can actually play aggressively instead of reactively. Now, how are they going to set up these lanes? Do you think it's going to be a Troll plus Nature's Prophet bottom with the Nyx and the Batrider top?
Yeah, I would imagine so. They kind of cover each other's weaknesses that way. You know, the Troll and the Prophet, the Troll kind of lacks any real kind of way to harass. I mean, the axes are pretty good, but the Prophet can really take advantage of that with its huge right-click damage and all these Nature's Calls coming out. Meanwhile, up at top, Funnick. Batrider's really good, doesn't have a stun, and Nick's like, what up, dude? We've got Impale. It's all good. I think they combo really nicely together. It's a really annoying lane to play against, and also, you know, Batrider hates getting harassed, and Nick Sasson's like, oh, what up, dude? I got a crazy amount of HP regen.
Yeah, that's true. I was just feeling that maybe the Juggernaut could actually have kill potential on the Batrider, so maybe they will like to swap the lanes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We have seen Batrider struggle against Jugs in the past. It's not a nice lane for the Bat.
We have to see what they are going to go for here. The Troll, you know, more move speed, might be able to just lane better versus the Juggernaut alongside that Treant. Actually starting with the Blightstone already. Dude, I just hate playing versus Nature's Prophet. He just goes in your lane, Blightstone, so then you have negative armor. He has 4 armor and treants. So obnoxious.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that Nature's Prophet turns up in your lane like, oh, it's Nature's Prophet. Then it hits you once. You watch your health fall to spirit and you're just like, oh.
Yep.
This is over for me.
And then I mean, when you're playing against it, it's super annoying. When he's in your team, he goes Midas first item, even though he's a support 5. And you just lose. So, oh, coming, sorry. So we should be good to go.
Yeah, should be back in a second. Aachen City, sponsored up by their Aachen City Football Club, by the way, in case you were wondering. That's where the name comes from. Aachen, Alemannia, I believe, is the German football club. So that's pretty neat. You know, some investment in Dota 2 from the other sports.
Oh wait, you're being serious?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is legit. Okay.
100% legit. Yeah, Aachen City Esports Club is sponsored by Aachen City Football Club.
It's insane. Like in Brazil, we have a couple of football teams that have League of Legends teams, but fortunately, no Dota team just yet.
Yeah, taking advantage. They're taking inspiration from PSG and LGD, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you know who the sponsor is for StarLadder? You better.
I don't know.
It's DX Racer, the chair company. So obviously, if you're looking for a new chair chat, then head over to DX Racer. They got the best chairs, sponsoring in Dota as well. So always got to support those guys. So yeah, help them out, buy a chair, and I don't know, help your next Dota team.
Nice plug.
Yeah, easy. You should have had them yesterday. They were way better yesterday.
I actually need a new chair, dude. My chair, one of the wheels broke, and since
Same.
it's like a gaming chair. Yeah, like, since it's a gaming chair, I cannot find the right size of wheel. So I'm literally considering buying a new chair.
Oh, mine was
bad,
bad
man.
because the socket which the wheel plugs into is broken. So it doesn't matter if I get a new wheel. It's just, yeah, so I always have to have that facing forward. So if it's facing backwards, then I will literally fall off my chair every time I lean back.
Yep, that's exact thing.
We're in the same situation. Yeah, this horrible life of having to, before you sit down, just kick your chair around so that the missing wheels at the front.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Okay, so they're gonna send 3 heroes bottom here. Actually, 4 heroes. The Jugger's going bottom.
All right, so I think this is some... Oh, actually, everybody's bottom for now, so we don't really know. I think they just want to see what's up as the Troll Warlord is getting surrounded a little bit here. Shackles come out. They've got the ball loading up slow onto him as well. A stun comes out from the spin with the spin. V-Tune, there is no way out of this one, my friend. He's going to drop.
Nice.
Clean first blood. Wind and Rain, they get the assassination.
Yeah, usually not a big fan of Shackles level 1, but when you can get first blood like this, and when you can lane with a Juggernaut, so the threat of the kill is always there. Definitely a good skill point. And all right, so they will lane the Jugger top. They were just there for the first blood. Looks like no intentions of Aachen to lane the Batrider bottom, and it's gonna be Batrider with boots first. Looks like.
That's a good idea. That's the Juggernaut. You know, you don't want to get spun down. They're not trying to dodge the lane. They're just trying to build around it with their items, which I think is really smart from Funnick.
Yeah, I think like if you're laning the Batrider versus Jug, you might as well start with the boots, and he's gonna have it pretty soon. No chance that they kill, and they are actually laning. This is a position 5 Sven with a position 4 Shadow Shaman. Probably better at laning versus the Nyx than the Shadow Shaman as well.
Stun comes down onto the Jug, just LeBron being annoying, and I'm probably going to go grab the creep wave now as well and just drag it past so that they can get themselves some nice peaceful XP. Meanwhile, at mid, this is a lineup I want to match right now. I want to check this out. Storm Spirit versus Bristleback in the middle lane, and DM off to a pretty slow start, has to be said, but not many of his creeps have died so far, so hard to tell how much CS is actually going to get from this, but yeah, not looking fantastic straight off the bat. Storm obviously hitting that level 2 earlier as well gives him a huge advantage when it comes to CSing.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, that's
tower
true.
is under attack.
Ooh, Beastmaster getting pretty low down here in the bottom lane as Ekanat just comes in heavy with the harass.
There's some action top as well. They have 2 lanes at the same time here.
Yeah, old Sash is being run down a little bit by LeBron and the Batrider here, but they just want to clear him out. They just want to make sure they get this XP all to himself. Funnick, greedy boy, and he started throwing down a stun onto the Sven as well. Wow, Storm currently 12-1 against this Bristle. This isn't going well. This is a horrible start to the lane.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know, they stack that medium camp. And you farm so fast once you get a level 6. So it's kind of like mid-draw, you know? You get crushed by pretty much every matchup, but there's a lot of accelerating potential of laning the hero middle.
Mid lane Bristleback is a lot like mid-drow. Heard it here first. Actually, that stun's going to cancel out the South.
That's pretty good.
He's just rolling through.
11-1 charges on the Storm, so
Yeah,
I think my prediction is not going to pan out very well.
it's not looking great, is it? But I still believe. There's hope.
Yeah, like
Wow.
he needs to get the goo, dude. Level 4, get the goo. Just dive the storm.
There's
Storm.
a Sven coming in there. They've got the electric vortex as well. Stormhammer comes out, getting around the front just to hit the prickly face. Oh, the back, they're doing damage. Oh, Sash needs to get himself away. He's just going to die to the tower. No, he's not. He's got one as well. Whew, that was close. Meanwhile, Cube does actually go down in the bottom lane, so we miss first blood. Sorry, second blood. Yeah, Shaman takes a fall just to harass the Prophet, and I think the Sven, the Nyx hasn't finally made his rotation complete down in the bottom lane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, LeBron was nearly in position to cancel another another salve of Andre. Imagine.
Learn his lesson.
He's just going to come for this creep, get his level 2. Feels good. TP back to bottom as there's more action going on. Nekanat's actually going to be the first one to drop here. Boogie, he's taking some hits as well. 3 heroes surrounding V2 though. Can he really get this one with the Impale from LeBron? Yes, he can. There's going to be Boogie going down. Cube and Elisage can't do a damn thing.
Okay. Nice TP there from the Nyx. And Bristleback did not learn Goo, so it was bad, man.
Yeah, I mean, he just needs to be able to get as many points in this Quill Spray and Bristleback as he can, so he can farm really quickly, because this lane is actually a bit of a disaster for him right now.
Yeah, I mean, 20-0, but the Storm's gonna have a free game, right? And that's never good. They obviously had last pick, so they couldn't really control what Dire was picking, but at the same time, very bold decision of laning his Bristleback. So I wonder what's the plan here. They have to somehow have an idea of how to play this, and they feel like
More aggression coming out this time onto Boogie. They've got the axes. He's going to throw them, but LeBron has already been dropped. Boogie should die in response here. Pops that one, keeping himself alive. But he's getting blocked up by Cube. Nicely done by the Shaman there to hold him back. Mitune, he's got some balls. Going to have to take those out so that they can no longer stun him. But stun comes out from Elasash. And there's Shackles coming through as well. Boogie's dropping kind of low during this, so he's just taking a bunch of hits from Ekenart, though. Ekenart, though, he's now turning around on him. The damage from these supports is so severe. That's going to be Ekenart dropping low, and LeBron Boogie still running for it. He's just on the run here. And the stun comes through to make sure he gets away. Now the Shackle comes out. It might actually just be a third kill down here for Wind and Rain. LeBron, though, he's a little bit tankier than his comrades. He makes the run away. Impale onto 2. Should mean he gets out, but the board's still attacking him. They're still getting that slow. Another slow comes out from the board. LeBron so slowed down, trying to get through the trees. Beechun trying to help out as well. Elisash's got the stun, doesn't want to throw it, though. And Ekenart, he's coming around the back. The action never stops. We never stop going in this bottom lane. Elasash is taking heavy hits here, and he will be falling. The Sven is gone, so they finally find a return kill, but still pretty much a big win for Wind and Rain, I would say.
Yeah.
They're bringing in the Storm. Storm's level 6. They want to keep winning this lane. Ekenart will see him, and everyone else needs to get away. They're looking for LeBron. The jump doesn't find anybody. They're going to go onto the short ward instead, but he actually went into range of the axes there on the Storm, so Vichun taking a little bit longer to die than he should, but still does go down all the same, and now they look towards Ekenart as well, but he's going to escape. They get the kill on the carry, though. That's a big one. Meanwhile, Juggernaut, he's just having a wonderful time up here, actually chasing Funnick around the jungle.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Creeps under his tower here. I'm not sure why he was chasing
Fortified.
Funnick when he's about to miss, like... I guess he only misses XP for one of the creeps, but still missing.
Yeah, that's an odd choice. Bristleback, though, doing some decent tower damage here when the Storm rotated.
Dire's middle tower
Trying to
is
tank
under
the catapult here. Oh, there you go. Nah, he's gonna lose the catapult.
Okay. Yeah, I think he kind of realized that if he did start tanking that tower, then Storm would probably take advantage of that.
Yeah. So, what is the build here? What do you do with this Bristleback? You're against the Storm Jug, so maybe Halberd?
Does seem pretty good again this game, doesn't it? Yes.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, I'm just...
If he'd have had a better lane, I would have said Radiance, but yeah, he had a pretty crap lane, so probably not going to be going down that route.
Yeah, maybe he can go for a later Radiance.
top tower is under
I'm not
attack.
sure if he just tries to get a Radiance if he's gonna have much impact. Unlike a hero like Kunkka that can, still be impactful without having many items just because of the levels. Bristleback, it's not really like that, so gonna be interesting to see what he goes for. Funnick actually
That
down here.
should out Funnick here, yeah. The shackles come through, and Andre makes the jump over. He's out of mana, but it doesn't really matter. Sven's getting involved as well. They'll leave the kill even for Andre there.
Quick trip back to base. Finish travels. That's fine.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Travels plus bottom.
Yeah, not much money wasted from him actually, as he's leading the CS chart right now. But not leading the net worth. That one goes to Faye right now on the Juggernaut, who's having a great time. He's just been left basically completely alone up here. Batrider's been pulling the waves and farming up and not really doing much to get in Juggernaut's way. So Jug just hitting a bunch of creeps and getting lots of money.
Oh, that's a region bottom there. Bristleback's gonna be pretty happy about it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure he's been low on mana for like the vast majority of this laning phase.
Yeah. But gonna get it now. On top lane. They are going again for Funnick.
Still thrown out, but with Teknart TPing in as well, they're even going to throw down the lasso. They're looking for the return kill, and they will certainly find out. / no chance of escape there. Man, that was a response. you dare stun me, Funnick, the great Batrider? Get over here.
Yeah. Now, this that area he was using Firefly on. It's so weird, right? Because like the way it interacts with Firefly, you can get there, but no one can. Like I don't know. I always feel like they should fix this little thing.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's very strange. Bristleback's getting stunned up, now shackled under tower as well. He's got his back face to the tower. Sven gets around the other side. Hex now used as well. Shackles even being thrown out. Aether Shock as well. And DM's just going to be completely fine. Way too tanky to go down here. Meanwhile, they get the kill onto the Bron up in the top lane, which is fairly big for Faye here. So he's been doing pretty well throughout this whole laning phase, but Funnick just TP's away from the Juggernaut. Doesn't want to risk being run down under the tower, getting to the point where he can no longer TP. Meanwhile, Cube is going to throw down the shackles, and now a zip in from the Storm as well, connecting onto the Troll Warlord here. Sven joining in, just wants to throw in the stun. He's dropping low here. V-Tune, he's got to pop that ultimate. Gonna have to try and chase down the Storm here. Does get a root, but it's level 1, so it roots for a very, very short period of time. But Cube, he's also going to get rooted up here. V-Tune's going to find himself a kill. They might even get more. Andre running away. There's no stun. There's no shrine here. Storm, he's dropping here. That's 2 kills for Aachen.
Okay.
Very nice.
Radiant's top
That
tower has fallen.
was not looking that good for Aachen there, but they got the kill. The Troll surviving. They did get Meteor on tower as well. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Okay, so the Juggernaut probably gonna go for
Radiant's top
Yasha
tower is
here.
under attack.
No battle-free shenanigans. Oh.
Keeping it sane, you know.
Hmm.
Never mind. You simply just queued up.
Yep. He's going for Diffusal Blade. I mean, he might just go Yasha Diffusal or Diffusal Yasha, but I really like.
Oh no,
Diffusal here.
I'm looking at the jug.
Oh, okay. Radiance. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, the Magic Jug is starting to become pretty popular.
Thanks, Liquid.
But he might change his mind, right? I guess.
I mean, okay, so
Okay.
I heard somebody rationalize Magic Jug as when you've drafted Jug early on and you feel like he's not going to be the biggest carry in the game, he's not going to be able to man fight any of the cores on the enemy team. So then you just build a Radiant, you get magic damage, and you basically just kind of play around them with spells and take it in a completely different direction, which they weren't expecting. And, you know, it's kind of half the element of surprise, but mostly the fact that you can just still blast people down and use all these cool, you know, Radiants and Shivas, whatever you build, to control out the fights and win the game for your team through different means. But I don't feel like that's this game, though. I feel like Jug is the strongest carry in this game, and you've got a Storm as well, so I don't see why they would kind of not want Jug to be building physical damage, but that's just me.
I do think that the Troll might become a problem if he, you know, gets a Basher eventually. I'm actually okay with the Magic Jug. He I don't have a clear opinion about Magic Jug, so I'm not gonna try and bullshit you. I'm just gonna watch and see what happens here.
Keeping it real. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. It's just that, you know, this bristle, like the bristleback hero really confuses me because I'm not sure, like, you mentioned that sometimes you cannot man fight heroes and, you know, Radiance Jug might be good. But as a bristleback, like as a jug, even if you're spinning, you're gonna take damage from the quills.
Yeah.
It's not like the radiance really solves the problem for you. That's why I'm a little confused, but it might be good. It might work.
It was DM who was disconnected earlier, so just probably having some net issues, some PC issues, something like that. Hopefully he'll be back shortly.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, Actually, are they all from Germany?
No, Funnick is Ukrainian, I think.
Oh, that's true. But
And,
what about DM?
DM, I don't know. I know that VTune is Russian. We should look these things up. I'm not gonna throw out baseless claims here. Let's have a look.
So he is Russian, actually.
VTune.
DM is Russian.
Oh, DM
according
is Russian.
to join Dota.
Yeah, it's actually Ukrainian. So yeah, VTune's Ukrainian, Funnick's Ukrainian, Akanat's Ukrainian, DM is Russian, and LeBron is Serbian.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So not a very German stack.
All right. So, do you have any favorites? If we consider the game as it is, do you think anyone is at an advantage right now?
I think Wind and Rain have a huge advantage. I mean, the Juggernaut's getting good farm. He's a win condition this game. And he's now changed to a Maelstrom, which I really like. This is going to increase his farming speed. It still gives him that magic damage to help out versus, pretty much everybody and mix up the damage type coming out from his team. Because right now they are largely physical. So I like this Maelstrom pick. I think this is a good compromise between the Radiance and between a Battle Fury.
Yeah, actually, Faye just knew that DM was going to DC, and he's like, let's give the casters something to talk about. Just kills up Radiance,
debate. Always
helps
nice.
us out.
Thanks, dude.
Thank you. Storm, just going for that Kaya, farming some stacks. Pretty passive game over here, but I think that now that they have these Serpent Wards on the side of Wind and Rain, they're gonna start playing aggressive. They have the Primal Roar on cooldown, but that catapult is...
ready to roll.
Dire are scared.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and force this out, but there isn't that available, so that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to get a couple of stacks going, throwing out a couple of quills, getting up to 3 onto the Juggernaut here. Very annoying here is Sate down. He's actually looking for phase boots on the end there. So they've actually caught the Batrider out there, had the vision down, the sentry came down early, and Funnick dies. He had an Invis rune, but unfortunately the sentry was already there.
Oh, they're gonna lose another one.
Yeah, they get the kill on second in the mid lane. Andre not holding back, and now the Roar comes down. They really want to find the bristle back. A 4-man Ravage from LeBron. I mean, it was an Impale, but I'll call a spade, and he's chasing Cupes through into the trees here, trying to calm them down. I don't think Cupe's getting away, but I feel like he kind of led them away in an attempt to just get his team out, because they all dropped really low from that, and they do get themselves away from the scary. Yeah, so that was a huge defense. They didn't actually get the deny on the tower. That's costly. That's costly, so they defend for nothing, really, in the end.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason that fight was okay-ish for Aachen was that amazing Impale from the next assassin.
Oh, yeah.
And this bristleback is starting to become pretty big. Actually, second in network here. Going phase boots? That chainmail is weird. I think he's going phase boots, yeah. So, has a lot of armor, ready to fight.
Yeah, Prophet again, just dropping so quickly in this middle lane. This time, there are a couple of heroes waiting for him, so not just a solo kill that time around. And unfortunately, a disconnect again from DM, so...
Oof,
internet
that's
troubles.
rough.
Yeah, we know how tech problems feel, don't we, Bowie?
Yeah, it happens with all of us. Now, I'm getting hyped with this Aachen draft because this bristleback is becoming huge. They have a medallion. They can rush whenever they want. It just feels like for Radiant, they can do things whenever they want. Whereas for Dire, they rely on Serpent Wars. They rely on Primal Roar being available. I guess they do have the Storm that is like a non-cooldown type of hero. But to get objectives, it just feels like Aachen they just need to get 1 or 2 pickoffs, and Roche is going to be available for. That feels kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm not feeling super confident for Wind and Rain right now. It's going to be a kind of vicious storm for them to weather throughout the next few minutes as I can really get this draft going. I think Roach is going to be the biggest point of contention for this game. As you mentioned, this Aachen stack can really take down Roach very quickly. The Bristleback's not bad at doing it, and the Troll very good at doing it. And they have Batrider, who's always an awesome hero to have on your team when you're looking at Roshan, because this guy can just kind of scout these cliffs. You know, he can get up here and really get a lot of vision and stop any surprise attack coming in from Wind and Rain. They also have the Hawk on Wind and Rain though, which is also the same thing basically. Like,
yeah, there's definitely potential for the Storm to get the Aegis. So he's probably the hero you want to kill. And as long as the Storm is that, like, it doesn't matter if they have vision, if they don't have the Storm to jump and try to contest the Roshan. So he probably needs to be very careful here, Mr. Andre. Yeah. Looks like Beastmaster already has Vlad, so Dire, they're in a pretty good position, but the real issue that I see is the cooldown dependency that they have. The Jug, also, you know, pretty long cooldown on the Omni Slash. I don't think they're going to start pressuring objectives in the next minute or so because of the Serpent Wards.
Yeah, they are a little bit restricted to these this Serpent Ward cooldown as well. Right now, it's their only ability to push. Like the Juggernaut, the Storm, they don't really do enough damage. The Beastmaster can do a bit with the Inner Beast. He's going for a Necro Book to kind of change this, to stop their kind of cooldown locked pushing.
Yeah, that's true. Gives them
I like that
more
pickup
control over the Nyx as well. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah.
So Wind and Rain, there's this kind of... They've been around for a little bit now. I think like a couple of months. Wind and Rain have been playing together. El Sash, I believe he was in... is it Kingwin, I want to say? The Polish stacks. He's one of the players, I believe. Oh, they actually just go for last onto him. Beachun's on top of him as well with the axes as well. It's actually going to turn around for the two-man stun, but he's been rooted up and slowed down by everything here and blocked up even by these treants. It's going to take one more axe and Beachun will find it. El Sash falls on the Radiant side of the map.
Alright.
He's stalking Cube a little bit here. He's going to get the stun. Oh, okay. Didn't get the stun off, but there we go. The Impale comes out. DM's on top of him as well, and that's going to be an easy kill for him. And a couple of balls thrown out as well. Why not?
Alright, so they're going to get that kill. The Troll pretty much has the Fusel Blade. It's actually being sent to him right now. And that is a scary pickup against the Storm early on. You know, if he gets too much of that mana drained, like one lasso might mean like 400, 300 mana being drained from that Fusel Blade. Gotta be so careful. Okay, tower will fall.
Certainly shall. Got the pushing power of the Nature's Prophet, and that's all they need. Beachun here as well, joining in the party. There's that Diffusal Blade finished off. They're going to look for more. Bunnick going scouting in the trees. Doesn't have a lasso, but he's got the vision. Throwing in the cocktail. Doesn't quite connect with Bowie.
They're going to try and trade for metal. I don't think they can trade. They're going to lose another tower here.
Yeah, this is not looking fantastic for Wind and Rain. Beachun, the Fortify might be up, but he's going to get those 12 further stacks, but now with the TPs coming through, might be enough to force him back. They've got the vision, the trees as well. Akanada is seen here. He's in some real trouble. Plays down a ward, tries to TP himself out, just gets roared in the face by Boogie. They've got the spin as well. Probably going to go for the TP. No, he's just going to accept his fate. Goodbye, everybody.
Storm. Okay. So, I mean, I think that's actually pretty good. They force a Primal Roar in a position 5 while they defend their Meteor 1 tower and pretty much take a tier 2. Like, they're going to smoke now, but without the Primal Roar, I'm not sure they can do that much. They do have Serpent Wards. Let's see. They can find a good jump.
There's nobody in this area, though. They're completely gone from this side of the map.
Oof. That is Ajax. Like, this smoke not only is wasted, but it means they're not farming that Storm. It means the everyone on the side of Aachen can just go top, and they will force another tower, and it is Dire that will have to react.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted here. You know, when you smoke up, you're then the ones looking to be in the control seat. You wanted to make the fights happen. I'm actually surprised they're even TPing for this tier 1 tower, but they want to take anything they can get. Now, Sash being slowed down by the Diffusal Blade. He's trying to get himself somewhere. I don't even know where he's going right now. Just maybe he was trying to get down the cliff from the flame. I don't know.
Ooh. So Serpent Wards now wasted. This is looking kind of scary because they're using those ults, but since they're not using them together, they're just underwhelming. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Omni Slash coming down onto LeBron. That's going to be a clean-up kill for Wind and Rain. Bunnick looking for some kind of punish here. He doesn't have his Firefly for another 6 seconds. Q going for the TP out. Do they have the lasso? Yes, they don't.
Oh.
Mid-cast there, right down on the animation. but not quite enough. All right, so that's a very, very cheeky getaway from Cube there, just about in time.
Nicely done. So yeah, that was a little better. You know, they force Aachen around the map, and this opens up space for Jugger. He uses Omni Slash, gets a kill, back to farming. That's how you want to play. That Storm going for Bloodstone. Okay, it's going to be a little tank here. And, you know, Bloodstone is very good versus Nyx Assassin because since it's raw mana, you're not going to get that, you know, mana drain is not going to hurt you as much.
Yeah.
The Nyx doesn't even have mana drain for now, but it will become a problem.
Might have a fight breaking out here as Wind and Rain are grouped up. Aachen also looking for some action though as they head their way over to Roche. Yeah. 2 heroes here from Wind and Rain. Then the zip in from the Storm as well. Finds the quick kill onto LeBron. What's the plan now? Oh dear, and double damage on V2. That's going to help things out a lot. Roshan dropping quickly. As Sash comes over, they see Funnick. They're going to know what's going on now, but they just have to back themselves away.
Will the Storm YOLO for this? Storm. They know it's happening.
I'm not sure they know. I'm not sure they... I think they might just think that Funnick's hanging out. Either way, they either let it go or they don't put 2 and 2 together somehow. No, I think surely they've let that go.
Yeah, it's very scary because, you know, Nyx Assassin, and they do have Lasso available right now, and I think things that, you know, it's only a 1k gold advantage, but I think the momentum is definitely on the side of Aachen right now. This Bristleback is huge. They have Aegis. Let's see how they use that time now. They're gonna a little more. Ooh, bottom.
Use a blade onto Boogie. Doesn't have a stun though. He's gonna go for the root and does get it. Boogie in some trouble, and by some trouble I mean he is absolutely dead. Turkeys get basted in the bottom lane as Futune goes to work.
Nice. Mjolnir available for the Jug now. A lot of magic damage coming out.
Ready to chop some people up. Also improves the Omni Slash dramatically as well with that attack speed. Like once you get that attack speed, 75 from the Mjolnir, just absolutely tearing people apart. Meanwhile, that's another kill onto Cube here. Funnick finds him in the trees. Aachen gonna be happy to get that guy out of the mix. He's got his snakes off cooldown, but will not be able to use them because he is dead. Meanwhile, Andre jumping around, just staying away from V-Tune.
I think it's time for tier 2 towers now. They have 3 heroes top, they have 2 heroes middle. Let's see which one they're gonna choose. Probably top. And it starts to get pretty scary. The Batrider does have Blink Dagger now, so not only they can get this tier 2 tower, if they find a good jump as they keep pushing the lane, this could snowball very aggressively for Aachen.
Yeah, I mean, we experienced that last game, and we know that they absolutely understand their timings. They are not afraid to dive at you. They're not afraid to run at your Ancient when they know they're ahead. And this is something Wind and Rain have to be very aware of and find a way to maybe take one of the wheels off this Aachen train. Because right now it's heading straight for your base.
Oh, NP has actually, yeah, they're going aggressive. They're going to drop the ward. This is the timing that they want to aim for.
I love this. The old no-tail ward, TPing in deep and getting the ward in behind. And throwing a sentry in as well. Why not?
Storm.
Go for the jump in forward and jump straight back again. LeBron just cheeky seeing if he can grab this Spike Carapace, but unfortunately it doesn't affect him inside that Ball Lightning. So they'll clear out the tower. They stop going for any more because they decide to TP back and try and get somebody on the... Faye going for the TP out. They got the Blink. Who do they go for? They got Boogie. They've got him. Lasso comes out. They'll drag him back. And once again, the Beastmaster is going to be the sacrifice. Meanwhile, LeBron did get picked off on the retreat there, so it's kind of a bit of a trade. Does look a little bit better for Wind and Rain, maybe, because they're a little bit behind. The kills just meaning a little bit more. Slowing down Aachen a little bit as well. Very important.
Yeah, I guess it does, but you know, shrines are now exposed. It just feels like Aachen always gets the better trade. That's really the problem. You know, even if you get a little more gold from a kill, it's not gonna change the
Hex out, and then they go with Kennard as well, but he's immediately just TP'd on top of the Storm. Storm is just getting to work. He's just gonna take him out. Now V-Tune's in some trouble as well. He's got the Aegis, so he's gonna come back to life. Well, Funnick hovering around here, just trying to force them back. Yeah, they probably want to come back into this fight. They want to find the aggression. Cube is going to be the first one to die as the flame break, just going to run him over. The Omni Slash comes down onto Funnick. He's trying to share it with V-Tune, but no one wants to take it. They all go onto him, and that is going to be 750 gold going to Faye, but Faye gets stunned up. He's gone. the big trade comes in, and now Cube wanted to save his carry, but it just doesn't happen. He gets run down as well. That's going to be another hero dead on the side of Wind and Rain. Actually will die back from Cube as well, and that's why the tips are coming out. Racks exposed, and well, something tells me V-Tune wants to get his axes buried in them.
Alright, so Bloodstone available for this Storm. He needs to do something big right now, because if they don't, the Jug's going to have to buy back. You don't want that happening. Catapult wave, and he doesn't have level 18, so doesn't do that much damage.
Slash actually standing very far forward here. Pops the God Strength for the extra tankiness here, but he's just going to get run down all the same. Phonic now TPing into this one with those boots of travel. They've got another hero coming in. The buyback comes in from the Sven as well. Jug still holding on, which means they're going to lose the melee racks. Now they're trying to get themselves away. DM on the backlines here, but they jump in. They've got the lasso. They've got the vortex onto the Troll Warlord. Roll comes out as well, and the Troll should be dropped. V-Tune is dead. A great start to the fight. Elsa's going to go down in response, but it's not equal so far as they throw Juggernaut up onto the cliff. You can just leave him there. He doesn't have a TP. Meanwhile, Storm going to go zipping over, though. He's on top of Phonic now. Andre trying to get the damage off. LeBron just sitting behind, looking for when he can go in for the snipe. Meanwhile, Faye still just sitting on this cliff for now. Can't do anything, but the Storm, he's losing his health. That's a nice little aether shot coming in from Cube as Storm backs himself away. Faye still on the cliff. No way down for him. Buki gets killed by DM as he just runs him down with those quills, and they're picking out. They say he's still up here, boys. Oh, they get him down, though. Oh, no! That was not the play. All right. They free Faye, and Faye's just like, all right, my bad. He says, yeah. And the tip comes out from Faye as well. a paid cliff removal service.
All right.
Doing it for the shards.
That was a 42-second cooldown on his TP. Like, I think they should have just left him there, as you said.
Yeah, I think they wanted to sprout for the vision, but yeah, mistakes were made.
It happens. It happens.
I've seen people try and remove people from cliffs with Sprout deliberately and haven't been able to do it. The fact they did it accidentally is almost impressive. But yeah, meme hammer on the Nyx. Let's go.
Yeah, like when I saw that tree, I thought it was a branch that someone tried to plant to remove him. Because I know you can, but it's way harder than Sprout.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. I think the most reliable way to do it is Iron Brunch and Manta. If you have both of those, then it's pretty easy to get yourself. Meanwhile, Storm getting on top, but immediately that's lassoed up by the Bat Rider. They have the damage to follow up, though. Troll Warlord, he's down still, but no, just finally able to get it off. Meanwhile, V-Tune Zombie Slash bouncing around all over the place pretty crazily as the Roar comes now onto the Troll Warlord, holding him still. The damage from the Sven as well. He's been actually used up for the time being. Troll Warlord still locked down and finally killed off now as they just flash out the damage into LeBron, and another one goes down as well. This time it's Cube, but it's DM versus the world right now. The Bat Rider backing him up, but a lot of these shards doing a lot of damage. The quills starting to add up and up and up. Elder Slash with 6 stacks on him right now, and DM's going to be able to blow him up, and now looking for more as well, but Faye gets the kill. It's Faye versus DM, and attacking him from behind is going to put a quick end to Boogie's life. DM still trying to play around with Faye right now. It's a triple kill for DM. Looking out here as well. He's going to throw down that Sprout. DM still looking towards Faye here. Faye, he's got the spin available when he wants to use it. The Healing Ward's going to come out for him as well, and this is going to put an end to the fight for now. Faye clears himself. He's trying to chase the Bristleback, but Bristleback's out of here. He's also, oh, it's a Heaven's Halberd he picked up as well. Very nice pickup from him.
That was such a funny fight because the Bristleback was ignoring the Jug, and the Jug was ignoring the Bristleback. Both of them got like triple kills, and then they like just stand off against each other. It was very funny to watch. Looks like he's going for the raid.
Kill each other. Meanwhile, once again, Andre just feeding off this profit, it feels like.
Okay. He does have, I think he died once with this Bolstone, right? He only has 13 charges, but now recovering them a little.
Yeah, did he die? He died in the last fight, didn't he? No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he was died to the lasso and V-Tune's ulti.
Yes.
That was what started the whole darn thing. Alright, well, Jug's still very much on the top of the net worth chart right now. Did not die in that last fight, got involved with a bunch of kills as well. DM kind of catching up to him, but I mean... But actually saying that, they have also got the kill into Buki as well. That's going to send DM into godlike.
I think that Sven is dead as well. Or is he?
Is he? He's giving them the runaround. Let's see. What can you put out here, Lels? Actually, they're not even bothering to chase him. The old open AI. Yeah, screw this guy. It's not worth our time.
Open AI. Okay. I mean, this Jug is becoming a problem. I was down for Aachen just winning this game very easily, but the Jug definitely becoming a problem. Now going Shadow Blade. If they can get that Silver Edge, the Bristleback might be way easier to kill.
So I'm very mad. The Storm Spirit just left a Centaur Conqueror on 20 HP. Come on, Cube!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What?
Oh, finally. Jesus. Goodness me, my heart couldn't take that. I was genuinely angry. Anyway, tier 2 tower is going to fall. That's an easy one. It was already super low from the previous engagements.
He was just praying for his life before he got that kill.
Is under attack.
He was just thanking. You gotta be grateful for stuff sometimes, Nomad.
It's a lesson for all of us, really, isn't it?
So yeah, Radiance is gonna be up for this Bristleback.
Top shrine
Has evasion as well, on top of a lot of mitigation here. Pretty bulky boy.
Yeah, I don't see any way to kill this Bristleback. Does Bristleback do enough damage to warrant killing? Well, I mean, I think it's more the damage mitigation, which you kind of want to get him out of the fight for, so...
Yeah.
And with this Radiance as well, when that's up, that's going to be... Oh.
If he gets level 25 plus the Octarine, he's gonna be insanely hard to kill. Because that's usually when you get the Octarine, when you can pair it with the Spell Life 2 talent. Just insane. With
15%,
Radiance.
yeah. That does sound fairly nice. Meanwhile, Andre, he's hanging around. He's used all of his mana here. He's going to be in a really bad situation. They're going to get the lasso off from Funnick as well, just keeping him completely locked down. Huge misplays here from the Storm Spirit, which might even cost them the game. And now the Roar comes down onto the Troll to allow Boogie to escape. Does get himself out of here. Storm, he's got a buyback. 60 seconds dead. They're going to want to get this out of him. Meanwhile, Faye running up onto the high ground right now, but comes into face to face with a Bristleback. All right. Econaut. I'm not too sure about these sprouts, dude. Just don't want to flame. I'm not toxic, but
yeah, I was not laughing.
Questionable sprout.
Looking at the response of the Bristleback, he said thanks. I feel better. All right, so free Roshan.
Nice sprout. Bring it back.
Yeah, this mistake is gonna be punished heavily here. Shadow Shaman split pushing, but will TP before the mid gets there. I think they can just go middle now.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll wait for the Radiance, but that's about it.
Yeah, still a bit of time away before that Radiance comes out, so... Is Troll looking for anything? Yeah, he's got his BKB already.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Level 18 as well. Level 20 would be the ideal, but it's okay. Are we missing any big items here? Looks like Orchid on Storm. And only Necro 1. Wow, this Beastmaster had a tough one, huh? 1 and 6.
He's had an awful game. He's been like right down the net worth pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, that's rough. He doesn't have any mobility, so the Storm kind of forced to initiate. I think that's one of their biggest problems this game. Since the Beastmaster, doesn't have any mobility, had a rough one. The Storm needs to sometimes show himself, and he knows he cannot. So they're just watching Aachen just get away with what.
They're now onto the high ground. DM and V-Tune attacking away at that tier 3. Qualifier's gonna have to be used here. Faye makes his way over. Faye is the big if prospect. If Faye can have a good fight, if Faye can really get the ball rolling and get his damage off, then it can mean Aachen City lose the engagement. It all depends on him. Oh yeah, Snake's being used. Tower is going to be falling pretty quickly here. Meme hammers at dawn. And they get the lasso off. They've got the Juggernaut. They've got to kill it before he can get that ultimate off. The Roar comes out though to try and hold them still. They actually use it onto the V-Tune here. Faye's going to be kept still, but he actually gets disarmed, but he just goes for the Omni Slash instead and gets a kill into 1. DM actually taking a bit of damage here, but basically absorbs so much of that Omni Slash and drops only to about 50% HP. That's Omni down, and all it got was an Aegis. They're still alive, they're still handing these barracks, and look at these quill sprays starting to add up. Gotta be careful if you're Faye. Oh, nice snipe comes in from Andre, but immediately getting yours up. Funnick, they need to clear out though, they can't go for this kill. Looking for another one, it's a double damage on the floor as well. Andre might grab this one, he goes in, but he gets rooted. Does take the double damage though. V-Tune gets up to the high ground. They don't get the kill onto him. That was really risky for the troll to go for that.
Yeah, I think it was very questionable to drop the Serpent Ward's bottom. They they dealt some tower damage, but they knew they were not going back because of the Shaman Wards, right? They have Aegis, they know they're stronger. So I think that if they dropped the Serpent Wards as a defensive mechanism there, they might have gotten a better fight. But hard to say in retrospect. But I don't know. I think they are not really fighting together ever, Wind and Ring, and that's costing them a lot.
Not all 5. As they go in deep though, they've got the Orchid now onto the Bat Rider, trying to bring him down before he can get the Eels off, but he gets the Eels off all the same, and now can come back and maybe go for the lasso, grabs it onto the Storm Spirit, V-Tune's on top of him, Storm Spirit's getting low, but the Roar comes out to hold still the Troll Warlord. Andre's gonna live now, pops out Bloodstone for that HP regen as he runs down Funnick onto the high ground, still being chased. Meanwhile, the Omni Slash comes through, but it seems to bounce off wildly here as Boogie being chunked down a little bit, but they don't catch him out. Well, they will certainly catch Boogie out, but it looks like Sash is going to get the runaway here. LeBron still chasing, really wants to find this kill. Stun being used, doesn't catch him. It was on target. Ekman is here, and they have the stun. They don't. They've already used the Impale, and that means the stun gets out okay. Ooh, that was nearly very costly, but the Storm Spirit does survive. Don't forget, he does not... Oh, he does have buyback, actually. My mistake. Oh, yeah, he didn't have to buy back earlier when he died.
Yeah, but only the storm on the dire side has buyback. That's problem. And
have you seen the Jug's items, by the way?
The Jug?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he's got himself a casual 32-minute rapier.
Okay, that could be a game changer, actually.
It usually is, yeah.
For either side, but
yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's a huge investment there from the Jug. Just all or nothing plays right now, but you can kind of feel it, can't you? The Storm is not doing enough in this game. The Storm is not pulling his weight. I hate to say it, Andre's been getting great pickoffs, but in the team fights, he has been very ineffectual. And now the Jug says, all right, enough's enough. I need to lay the slam down on these fools. I've got a rapier.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue here is he cannot really jump and team fight because he doesn't have a BKB. That Orchid, slightly questionable, but if he goes BKB, there's still lasso. So it's just it's a rough one anyways. It's a hard decision, and ideally he would want to have a Linken's plus BKB, but that's too defensive. And obviously they're like damaged rapiers on the Jug. Let's see if they can go for this yellow.
If they get an Omni Slash on DM completely alone, well, we might find out as they jump in deep here. They're going to go for the damage. The Omni Slash solo onto the... Oh, it's more than enough to tear through DM. He is annihilated. Now they get lasso, but immediately just shackled up by Cube here. The Barrow is going to fall as well. Faye gets the huge damage off with that rapier.
Alright, but they're going back. Oh no, Jug.
Not over yet, though. The stun comes up, but he gets off the spin. He's out of mana, though. He needs to get himself away. They need to cover his retreat as well. Wind and Rain can't leave this Juggernaut behind. They're chasing forwards really hard for this one. They really want to try and grab someone on the retreat here, but it's just not happening. Funnick can bind back for this. They have someone on the sidelines. Cube is brought down, and he did drop the snakes to try and keep himself alive.
Oh no, those Serpent Wards were not great. They don't have it to defend. They don't have buyback on this Shaman. They're gonna go bottom.
They're going for this slide kill though onto the Nature's Prophet, but their base is being taken all the meanwhile. Now they've got the lasso. It's out onto the Juggernaut here. Can they take it down and take his rapier? He gets up to spin away, but he's not going to be able to make it out of this one. The rapier is on the floor. Funnick. No, V-Tune. Who took it up there? I didn't even see who grabbed it.
Oh, wait,
yeah,
okay.
V-Tune grabbed it. V-Tune grabbed it, and he gets himself 2 kills with the Juggernaut's rapier. Jug fires back, but I think this game might be over. You lose that rapier, you lose the game. The V-Tune is absolutely massive right now. He jumps up to the top of the net worth chart, and now they look towards Ellensash. Ellensash trying to go for something here, but the spell just gets torn apart. V-Tune getting Boogie as well. This guy with the rapier heist is doing so much damage. Down goes the Jug, and that will spell an end to the game. The GGs are called, and Aachen City Esports will take it in a clean 2-0.
Alright, I really like their response. You lose that Bristleback, you see the Rapier, just buy back. They don't have Primordial, they don't have Omni Slash, and they punish that Rapier pretty hard. Still, I admire and I respect the Rapier. I think it was the right move.
Yeah, it didn't feel like
far behind.
I don't think it was a desperation Rapier. I think it was more of like a, we need to kill this Bristleback. How do I kill a Bristleback? Lots and lots of damage. The other option was get a Silver Edge. and probably Spirit Vessel as well. They didn't have either on the side of Wind and Rain. I think you need both of those items if you're going to bring down Bristleback without the Rapier. So yeah, that was the only kill they got onto DM, and that's a sign of a successful pick. When you have to build a Rapier and dump everything you have onto this Bristleback in order to bring him down, then you know he's been a problem against your team.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Actually, in hindsight, I kind of understand the Bristleback pick a little more now, because Shadow Shaman is that type of hero that you just don't want to change your build whatsoever. Like, you just want to go Aetherlands, Blink, or BKB. And since they don't have the Spirit Vessel hero, as you mentioned, he was like free to do whatever. And I think that is really the key of why the Bristleback worked so well. I guess besides the fact he was meta instead of offlane. Pretty interesting. Really appreciate the Bristleback.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. It was a great pick, and I love seeing Aachen City play these crazy heroes, and it seems to work pretty well for them, and they're taking some games with some really big teams. Liquid, nonetheless, they managed to beat in the major qualifiers, and they take a game of Wind and Rain. Do you think they have a chance versus NIP, though? That is the big question.
I actually, I'm going to say yes, because overall, they feel very different. You know, they're not, at least it doesn't seem like they're copying too many teams. So since they have this own style, it might be harder for NIP to figure them out.
Agreed. Yeah, it's a team which you really got to research, but of course, PPD is a master of research, so hopefully he's got his notes prepared, knows what he's coming up against here. But this is Aachen Esports taking the victory over Wind and Rain 2-0 in this best of 2 in the group stages right now. Up next, we're going to have Wind and Rain versus NIP. PPD fans, NIP fans, Ninjas fans, you have been waiting for this one, and they're going to be playing up next. First versus Wind and Rain, then versus Aachen Esports. So, yeah, excited for this one. My name is Nomad. He's been Bowie, and we're going to be back for the next matchup very, very soon.